live. We are live. Okay. Um, Give me an audio check as y'all come in here and stuff. Let me know that. Let me know I can be heard. And because sleep apnea. Hey man, that's some serious stuff. Is my audio coming in okay? You look like you just drove 18 hours. Um, yeah. Um, it's I don't know. It's one of those things. You know, you got. I started out late in the week, and I didn't have time to. Even with me being home and stuff, the only thing I had time to do was everybody else's stuff as usual. So, I ain't get a. I ain't get to go live this weekend and stuff. So, and when I finally got some free time, I mean, shoot, I ain't about to go live at no 2 o'clock in the morning to talk about no trucking. So and plus, with all, with everything and stuff that's been going on and stuff like that, cause I've been getting a lot of, I've been getting a lot of foolish comments. I've been getting a lot of foolish comments and stuff. Like, oh well, how do you feel about this particular situation here and stuff? And so, it's like, I have no comment. As far as like, you know, when you reach out to me and stuff, I mean, my thing is, my whole platform is based upon speaking about the industry and stuff, and that's it. And so I don't get into the political. I don't get into the political sides and none of that stuff there and everything. So, um, and that's that. I just keep it where it is and stuff. I share, exchange information. That's that. So, but it's not to say that it's not to say that the things that I haven't seen, the things that I've seen haven't bothered me. You know, it has bothered me a great deal, but it just the questions that come with it. Like, I say, man, just use a little common sense. You know, just use a little common sense. Cause people always say, well, hey, that's why I got these features and that's why I got these features and whatnot. Well, why don't you use them? So like I said, I'm just not gonna break into that just not gonna break into that and stuff. I like, But anyhow, what's been good with y'all, man? Guys, I gotta excuse me. I gotta head over to I'm heading down to Greensboro now. Well, I gotta be in Greensboro tomorrow at 11, so and of course I've been up all day trying to get this load here straight and stuff, 2 stops and you know the first one goes down without a hitch and stuff. It's just the second place they couldn't decide where the product and stuff was until I said like, hey man, I'm getting out of here. Cause y'all telling me some other truck that came and picked it up or whatever. So let's see, hoping to pick up one of those internationals. Okay, yeah. If they still got them there, All right, brother Muhammad, doing all right. Yeah, they still got them, man. I haven't checked the inventory. Brother Preacher, what's going on? Yeah, I haven't checked the inventory, so I mean, tried to get a load in before payroll cut off. Of course, it didn't happen, but it's still a good week. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing here and stuff. I got to get this one in. Well, this one guaranteed. So I ain't gonna say guaranteed. I mean, I got this one, but then I got this other one I got to do out of what's that, Lynchburg? Yeah, I got to pick up out of Lynchburg tomorrow. That's going down to Disputana, Virginia, and so I really didn't want to mess with that load either and stuff, man. It ain't paying but $400. So and then I got to give 10% of that up. So, but it's short, it's quick, and it'll be in and stuff for Friday. So you know, it is what it is. But man, I tell you, boy, these three, these I don't know, just going home over the weekend and stuff, man. I'm like, man, it's you get in, and I say I'm gonna just take Saturday and Sunday, and then leave Monday, and then Monday came. I'm like, man, shoot, screw this. It just came from Lynchburg. Never been there. It was a good amount. Yeah, yeah. In Lynchburg, cause you know what? Yeah, you're right, cause yeah, you're right, cause I mean, Charlottesville really what surprised me, but cause it gets, they kind of dissipate a little bit, like those areas back there on 81 and stuff. I mean, there's a great deal of black folk back there, so yeah, yeah, Virginia, yeah, but man, so I've been doing so much stuff with cars and stuff. I kind of forgot about my trucking thing and stuff. I'm like, oh no, got my sister stuff straight. Well, I got my sister-in-law's car straight, and then I had a whole bunch of company and stuff to show up. So, and yeah, that's that. I said, dang, I've been doing so much car stuff. I'm like, man, I might have to switch my stuff over, just start doing car videos. But I'm like, nah, that's all right. Still doing the trucking thing. I just hope that just let folk know I'm still here. I ain't get to post up like I wanted to either. And then I got a ton of stuff I got a ton of stuff I gotta get done to this truck. So all I'm doing just stockpiling parts and stuff and then moving them around. I'm like, man, dude, when you gonna get around to it? My own authority? No, no, not yet. That's they'll probably. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, my own authority. I can hang it up this year. To be honest and stuff, I can hang it up this year and stuff, man. Cause with the way things are and stuff, as far as the contracts and stuff, I mean, if you can secure one and stuff, man, you're doing real good. But I just don't, you know, um, with everything that's going on and stuff, right? And I'm seeing that they cutting back on they cutting back on hiring and stuff too. Cause I had to do a couple of I did a couple referrals and stuff like that. Just to gather some information. And so a lot of these mega carriers and stuff that these starter companies they done changed gears now and stuff, and they require that you have a little bit of experience and stuff. Like coming out of school and stuff like that. They saying, hey, you got to have. They want you to have 3 to 6 months. So, and so I see that the hiring process is getting a little tough now. So, it just reminds me of, it kind of reminds me of stuff of what went down back in 2008. The Great Recession of 2008 and stuff. It's kind of, it isn't all the way there and stuff, but it's just it's there enough and stuff to where if people want some kind of reference to how it was back in that time then and stuff, this is kind of it right here. It's just you know um, a lot of things that slowed down despite the fact that they opening up things now and stuff. A lot of the states done went to phase 2 and stuff, and so it's like now what I'm seeing is when you go to places, um, they ain't tripping too much over the mask and stuff like that, and yeah, they ain't tripping too much over the mask and stuff. They still got people standing outside Walmart, but you go in there and stuff, and it's like it's just business as usual. So, uh, but I haven't been to any restaurants or whatever and stuff. I said I'm cutting that out. I cut that out completely. Going to restaurants and sitting in them and stuff like that. I said, man, that's done. It doesn't matter whether they open them up or not. They just, I'm done with it, man. I said, shoot, I just go in Walmart, get my stuff, and then I just eat that way. So, cause I don't have any more trust in people's hygiene. Cause you know, I don't see the need of people hoarding. You sitting there hoarding things that you should already have. You can't find alcohol. You can't find no rubbing alcohol or nothing. So I heard you one time about a tire price. Or you trying to inquire about a tire price on a tractor? Elaborate a little bit. Cause yeah, well, okay. I mean, and again, that's getting a little bit into the political side and stuff. And so I say, well, you're looking for some drives. Um, the only place I know is where I get my tire. Well, it's two places I get my tires from and stuff. And you got to run the East Coast in order to get them. And it's not no discount or nothing like that. They give it to everybody, but they they some they real decent tires and stuff like that. There, I run them, and I don't have any problem out of them. As long as you keep them aired up, and as long as you keep them aired up, and you keep your shocks and stuff, and you keep your alignment and stuff in check, they'll go the distance. But um, it all depends on where you go. But I wouldn't be looking at I wouldn't be looking at nothing like I guess they say name brand stuff because you know the knockoffs, if that's what you want to call it, just as good. You know, they're just as good and stuff. You know, as long as you keep up your tire science. You know, as long as you keep up your tire science and stuff. And so, I would say my recommendation is to go to a wholesaler. You know, go to a wholesaler and stuff like that. You know, a lot of wholesalers there on Facebook Market now and stuff from what I'm seeing. And so I would recommend going there and you know, purchasing tires and stuff. And so I know what I supposed to did a video on, you know, teaching how to read a tire to know the age of it. You know, when you go purchase it or whatever and stuff. All right, son, Waterflow, what's going on, man? Hey, so with you being settled in now, is the things working out pretty good for you? Cause I got you, you know, I got your message and stuff. I mean, you know, I got it, I read it, and I said, you know, we'll get up and stuff like that, which which I guess we've been playing phone tag and stuff like that. But you know, I like a lot of this stuff. I mean, you know, you made some real good points, and I figure I like, well, we'll get up and we'll talk about all those things, and stuff. So, just seeing everything good with you. But the only thing I say, kind of, you know, I guess moving to Atlanta is out now, right? And I mean, that's cool if you know it. Hey, if you settled in and stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, they gonna do that. Yeah, the dispatcher always gonna. Yeah, they see things and stuff that you don't. You know, they like it's like I ain't gonna say it's like playing cards. It's just it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff they post out there to get rid of because it's a possibility they might be stuck with it, and then the stuff that they know that they can move, you know, they keep that to themselves and stuff, and they say, all right, I'm gonna get this to I'm gonna get this to this person here, or if they call in and so on and so forth, you know. All right, Tony, what's going on with you? Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing there and stuff, man. You know, they got those load tenders and stuff there. So, but let's see, paying more than anything. Yeah, well, hey, then it is what it is and stuff. I say, man, get what you can while you can for as long as you can. Um, no, no, not Bleacher Town. No, I never been there before. Um, I'm super for real. No, I never been there. Bleacher Town, no, Bletcher Town. Am I saying it right? I can't even think what's there. But no, I never been. Where is it saying it's supposed like it sound like it's around the Boston area. It sound like it's in the Boston area and stuff. But it's north of Springfield. Um, if it's north of Springfield, would it be like Hat? You know, they call that area North Hatfield. That area there and stuff. I don't know if you're going to CNS, cause that's the only thing that's there that I know of. And it's a place that make candles. Yeah, 'cause they got some funny names and stuff over there in that area too. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, then there it is right there. You do flatbed. Okay. That was gonna be my next. That was gonna be my next thing, man. When you do flatbed and stuff, you're gonna be going to some strange. You're gonna be going to some strange towns up there, man. I mean, good gracious. From Georgia, you made 2,700. That ain't bad. That's not bad considering where everything is now and stuff. All right, Mr. Aaron, what's going on with you? Hey, I got your message too and stuff, right? I don't know if I told this joke before. I don't know if I told this joke before and stuff, but how do you know when a Snider driver is about to lose his job? Yeah, how you know when a Snider driver is about to lose his job? It's real simple. You see, Snider trucks and stuff when they first get them, they always start out white. Every Snider truck is white, and so every time you have an accident, they put a little orange dot on your truck. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Listen, when I was over there, when I was over there, man, I'm telling, you know, I used to let all them little jokes get under my skin, man. I mean, man, I get on the radio, start. What about Swift? Hey, listen, you ain't got to say no more and stuff, man. You say that word and stuff, man. I mean, people get to ducking and dodging and trembling and whatnot and stuff, man. I mean, they don't even know nothing about the trucking industry, but you say that word there and stuff, man. I mean, if you use it in a phrase like "Here comes Swift," well, I mean, people start panicking, man. Like, oh Lord. But on a side note, my wife, she man, they listen. You got to be looking. You can't, when the name get mentioned and stuff, man. You got to start. You got to start. Whatever you looking at, you got to start taking off running, man. I mean, good gracious. And for a long time, Swift wasn't that bad and stuff. Somewhere around 2000 and let's see, around '04 and stuff, man. They had got their act together, man. They sat there and when they turned those trucks up to 65 and bought those dang on, what's the Volvos called? Oh, the VLNs when they changed when they switched over to the new style of the VLN and stuff, right? And Swift got rid of all them FLDs and them old MS Carrier trucks and stuff, and they say, well, you gonna get a new truck and you gonna get a new truck. All them accidents started to cut. They started cutting out, man, for a long time, and then I don't know, boy, just they was doing real good and stuff. Then I don't know, they just between them between them, Prime Rib, and Eastern Express, I'm telling you. Oh, it's one more too. Let's see. Let's see. Eastern Express, Prime Rib, um, Swift, and it's one more daggone company. They get around me and stuff. I started to get to shaking. Um, let's see. Any good companies to lease on if I live in the Northeast? You live in Maine. If you live in Maine and stuff, man, it's two carriers. If you live in Maine, it's two carriers and stuff that you definitely should be. One I know definitely that you should get with and stuff. But for contractual purposes, I'm not. I can't say it on social media. You know, for contractual, cause I'm not supposed to be. The name is not supposed to be mentioned and stuff in any of my feeds or whatever. But I mean, you seen them though. Um, just put it this way. If you live in Maine, right, the company that I'm speaking of is a lot of people confuse the company that they went out of business. A lot of people they get the names mixed up and they think that that was the company that went out of business last year, but it's a totally different outfit and stuff. I say give those guys a call there and stuff. If you live in Maine, you definitely need to, get up with them. But all right, when you say lease on though, are you talking about do you got your own truck or you talking about getting into a lease purchase? Because if you got your own truck, then yeah, I would say get these people a call. But that's it. And you talking about leasing the truck, I say heck no. Stay away from it. My truck's still running. What's up, bro? Yeah, mine too. Cause man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if he up here and stuff, but man, again, shout out to my man chasing Andrew, boy. Good gracious. But I'm gonna tell you what though, that's messed up, man. He gonna sit there and when he signs the contract, when he signs the contract and stuff, he that's when they pull him off the load board. No, like no, we can't have you making that money. You go back and pull our stuff. Landstar, I don't know anything specifically about Landstar. I just got basic information to tell you what the requirements are and stuff. But as far as like operating over there and stuff, I wouldn't know. You know, but I mean, to each his own over there and stuff, man. I mean, it's never, me personally and stuff. I mean, it's not nothing that I desire, cause I feel, I feel like this. If you with a carrier, right? If you with a carrier and they require you to have an endorsement, but at the same time, it's your choice whether you want to pull the loads and stuff or not, then why am I going to waste my time? Why am I going to waste my time, energy, and resource to get this endorsement for something that I'm not even going to be doing? Cause um, they used to look at they used to look at it this way, but I mean, they may have changed, but hazmat is not an option to say, oh well, you just in an area and I got this hazmat load and stuff that you can go load up so you ain't gonna be sitting, you know. That's all I kept hearing and stuff, when I had my endorsement, you know, when I was doing it and stuff like that, it was just okay. I'm with Snider Intermobile now, and I got hazmat tank and twit car. Okay, well, yeah, then yeah. If you got the endorsement, yeah, if you got the hazmat endorsement, then there's nothing holding you up and stuff. Kind of that's a requirement that you got to have. But it doesn't mean that you got to get over there and start hauling hazmat freight. And see, that's the other thing. That endorsement, it's too much money. It's too much money for me saying, making the sound decision to say, no, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to haul these loads and stuff. So, but yeah, if you got all those things there and stuff, then yeah, you in the money. It's just, um, again, I just got basic information and stuff about them. But the more advanced stuff, I mean, it's plenty of posts and stuff. I mean, I appreciate you trusting my source and stuff, and bring you that. But I mean, I guess you don't want, you want somebody to tell you what's real and stuff like that. And some of these videos, they dance around the subject. Well, let me tell you about Landstar and stuff. But before we get to Landstar, let me tell you about this, that, or whatever. And the whole title is confusing. You trying to figure out what's going on with the company, and they telling you everything else and stuff. And then you sat there. I had a bad connection. Did you talk about tire prices? No, I didn't talk. I didn't talk about the tire prices. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing with this Landstar thing. Like, man, let me tell you the truth about Landstar. And then no, let me tell you the truth about Landstar. Let me tell you the truth about Land, and then everybody got their own, and you just trying to get some information and stuff, but they telling you about some bad date that they had and stuff with some broker, and that's why I wind up quitting because because they want to break into their feelings. But no, the price of tires and stuff. It What I say is that just be economically sound about tires, man. Just people look at a particular brand of tire and say, well, Goodyears are better than Firestones and this, that, or whatever. But I haven't seen any science. I haven't seen any science brought forth to conclude that yeah, one is better than the other. I just know based upon what I run and what I recorded and stuff. I say, well, yeah, the tires that I get go the distance. They not name brand and stuff like that. It's just it's a combination of tires, keeping good air pressure, keeping your alignment, keeping your alignments and stuff, and then making sure you're running good shocks. And like I said, the number one killer of tires is that tire pressure because people say what they want, and I'm guilty of it too and stuff. I don't be checking my tire pressure like that every day. So, um, the best thing that you got is either go to Love's and get in that tire, getting that tire pass and stuff. But the problem with that is that you know once I um once I leave New Jersey, that's it. Ain't no more Loves and stuff for me. So, um, and then the other thing is that they kind of work at their own discretion. Like yeah, it's open, but you ain't got time to be sitting there 2 hours and stuff. While they hunt down a mechanic to check your air pressure and stuff like that. Cause they got all the machines necessary. Cause you ain't trying to get under there and you ain't trying to get under there and stuff with that filler and check 18 tires, you know. So my suggestion is, um, tires are an investment, and if you want to keep the cost down, invest in something that something that can monitor your something that can monitor your air pressure and stuff. Those digital air gauges and stuff. That monitors the air pressure and stuff in each tire. You know, get you 10 of those and stuff like that. I mean, I need yeah. So yeah, I mean, but that's the thing there. The most important thing about the tires is the tire pressure, the air pressure. If you ain't monitoring and stuff like that, I mean, you're supposed to watch it. You're supposed to check it daily. But see, even with that, checking it daily, your pressure might be fine, but you might run into an issue. Cause these stems, these stems are made out of little to nothing, and they get a little dirt in it, and you just checking your pressure, and it's fine. But then, shoot, you checked it so much and stuff, you done leaked out. Now you got a slow leak and stuff like that. Because the stem. So, my suggestion to any own operator is, you know, invest in getting you a digital air pressure gauge reader. If I'm saying it right, you know, they a little bit on it. They a little bit on the expensive side and stuff, but I mean they worth their weight in gold. Cause as long as you waking up and you still, you got the air in the tires and stuff that you need. Those tires will go the distance. It doesn't matter what you run. The next thing is just making sure your alignment and stuff is straight and you got good shocks. Honestly, you can run. A lot of people talk about recaps and stuff. You can run recaps as long as you keep up with that science and stuff. I used to run them back when money and stuff was tight. But um, I had to get back there and check those. I had to get back there and check that pressure every day and stuff. But the thing was, is that I mean, I never had a recap bus on me and mess my cab up and everything. Never had that happen. They ran all the way to the distance to where wires and stuff was showing, and even then and stuff, I'm like, all right, taking in there. But then, like I said, that's when money was a little tight. But you know, but the key to it is keep an eye on that air pressure. And so as far as pricing, like I was explaining, it's best to go find you a wholesaler. You know, they're real big on Facebook Market now and stuff. And no matter where you are, you're gonna always have a tire wholesaler and stuff. And so um, that'll be the first place I check. And then when all else fails, that's the first place. The second place would be like tire shops and stuff that really don't advertise too much. That would be the second place. And then when all else fail, then I might slide up into a TA or a Loves and stuff just to see what kind of sales and stuff they got. Cause sometimes they be overstocked. Sometimes they be overstocked and they got to get rid of tires and stuff. I mean, I remember I bought a set of Yokohamas steers. Um, a set out the door and stuff installed for $700. Yokohamas, you know. But it was one of those deals like, hey, get it while they last. Cause we ain't gonna be doing this tomorrow and stuff like that. So you just sometimes you just luck up. But That's the first place I check. How do you find wholesalers? You go on Facebook Market. Go on Facebook Market, type in semi tires or 18, 18 wheeler tires and stuff like that. You go up there and stuff, and that's where you find. All right, Mr. Williams, what's going on? Yeah, that's how you find your wholesalers. They real big on Facebook Market, real big. You know. Now the only downside to going to wholesalers and stuff is that they'll sell you the tire, but they ain't got nobody there to install it. So you got to get, you get the tires and stuff, but you got to find somebody else to install it and stuff. I mean, but if you go to certain ones or whatever and stuff like that, they might have somebody hanging around and stuff with a service truck, and they might not charge. They ain't gonna be charging your arm and a leg and stuff like that. So, you know, and you can always get your stuff balanced somewhere else and stuff. I mean, they ain't gonna have all the equipment and stuff there, but you can always get your stuff balanced and aligned, somewhere else. You're just trying to get the tires gonna put on the truck, so it ain't gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you to ride around for about a week or two and stuff like that. To get that in order. But I wouldn't go no longer than a month. I wouldn't go no longer than a month and stuff. I don't care how good it ride or whatever and stuff like that. You know, it's always good to get it checked and stuff. Cause again, tires are an investment, and you don't want to be sitting there buying. You don't want to, you know, you don't want to sit there and be buying tires and stuff before their time and stuff. Cause they start to add up and get expensive. But yep, check Facebook Market first and stuff in the area that you in. Um, Start there first, and then start moving it. Moving the location where you run. You know, check a few other places, guys. Like I said, my two spots are Richmond, Virginia. This place called GIT. I advertise them and stuff on Instagram. GIT Tire in Richmond, Virginia, and my other place is Deepwater Tire Center. That's in Deepwater, New Jersey. They're my two places where I buy my tires from. They charge me. You need drives and stuff. They charge me $265 a tire. That ain't no discount. It ain't no discount. It ain't no a hookup Red Rooster deal and stuff like that. They charge everybody. They charge everybody, no matter what size tire you run. Yeah, yeah. You can email me. You can email me or text me. It doesn't matter what tire you run, whether it's the as long if it's the 11R, if it's the 11R 22.5 or the or your low pro 22.5, same price. They got them both in stock. But yeah, my contact information. Go on my just go on my YouTube page and stuff like that. You can text me and yeah, you can text me my let's see. Are we inadequate or are we limited? Are God making more than rest special? I I don't follow on that one. But yeah, Zika, if my email is super red rooster 2214 at gmail.com. That's my email. Super red rooster 2214 at gmail.com. The place in let's see, what's the place in New Jersey called? Deepwater. It's called Deepwater Tire Center. It's Deepwater Tire Center and stuff off of 295. When you come into the state of when you come into New Jersey and stuff, where the pilot and the Flying J is another truck stop right around the corner and stuff. I forget that highway though. 130, yeah, it's all 130 and stuff. You get off the exit, you follow the road down to the stoplight, make your right, and they're about a quarter mile and stuff on the right hand side. They some real good people in there, man. Real good people. They get you in and out and stuff. Sometimes it be a little bit of a wait. It just depends on what they got going on. But let's see. As far as getting money in trucking, since e-laws, we are limited, and guys who have contract fate now. Yeah, I mean it's a you know how much do they sell the 295? 265 a tire. Or for the drives, it's two. They start at 265. They they start at 265 and stuff a tire. So out the door with everything mounted and balanced, you're gonna be paying about 295 a tire. That's everything out the door. The mount, the balance, the stem and the what's called the discard of the old tire. 295 a tire. Oh, to pick one up, no mount at 265. Yeah, 265. But like I was saying, sun water flow is, you know, the spot market was only made to do one thing, and that's the spot market was made to do one thing, and that's to, if you want to make a little bit of money, going back to your head haul. If you got your head haul, which is your contract, and you trying to go back to pick up another load, and you ain't trying to deadhead, and you want to make a little bit of money on the way back down there. That's the only thing the spot market is made for and stuff. Oh, speaking for guys who you ran, yeah, you know that's what it is. Everybody's on the same system now, and so I just really, if you sitting there, you getting your own authority. If you sitting there, you getting your own authority and stuff, and you gonna get on this spot market, and you ain't got no contract freight, you asking to go out of business, straight up. You might get lucky. You might get lucky. You might have a few good weeks and stuff. You might get a few good weeks and stuff. But when people figure out that you run the spot market and the spot market only, then it's over for you. It's over for you. That's why you know, a lot of people over there travel loco and stuff. I mean, hey, they're a pretty good outfit and stuff as far as like, the basic stuff is concerned. But the thing is, they ain't got no contracts over there. They just fill out a bunch of carrier packets and stuff, and they keep good credit. But that ain't gonna cut it. Yeah, I mean, hey, he doing that now, but he doing that now stuff. But I mean, eventually that stuff gonna start. Like right now, stuff is slow between. If he can make it, if you run in the spot market in the Northeast, if you can make it to what we in June now, if you can make it to August, then you okay all the way to December. But this the slow season right here and stuff. So the only thing in the north, if you run the north, if you run the northeast, you okay. As far as if you get something out of Jersey and going up to Massachusetts and You going up to Massachusetts, up to Maine, you okay. But it's the coming down part of stuff that's hurting you. And so, right now, diesel fuel is, you can find diesel fuel and stuff, $2 a gallon. So, um, as long as they ain't really beating you up on the rate going up there and stuff, then you okay. But, you can hang it up. As far as like trying to get something back down south, Kai, the only thing you got is, the only thing that you got is water, paper, and beer. And yeah, like I mean, seriously, that the only thing that you got is water, paper, and beer. And if you ain't trying to take that stuff out, the only way you're gonna make money off of that is if you go to the island. If you ain't trying to go to New York and stuff, you can hang it up. And the only thing that they had, you can't even go to Manhattan now. They had this run called let's see, New York One, but you can't even go. You can't even go to Manhattan. I mean, that's a wrap now and stuff. Um, you might luck up and get, you might luck up and stuff and get like, a Farmingdale. You might get a Farmingdale or something like that. But other than that, I mean that's it. You talking about going. You talking about going to Jersey. You talking about going to Jersey for Maine and stuff, man. $400. That beer, $350. That paper. That paper, man. I mean, shit, you got to go all the way up to, you got to go all the way up to Madawaska and get that. I mean, you at the tippity top of Maine, and the paper pay good if you already up there. But if you got to go get it, you talking about, man, almost 400 miles. You talking about four? Yeah, you be right there at 400 just to go get that paper and stuff. Then you got to come back down. I mean, it ain't worth it. Yeah, exactly. And then I mean, that's if you gotta, that's if you on the dry van and stuff. But you got most people that go to Maine and stuff like me, I most people that go to Maine got reefer units and everything up. That water 45, that water's already 45,000 pounds, and you got a reefer unit. That paper, the same thing and stuff. So they decide to do they you got a reefer unit, then they decide to start doing a little bit of enforcement. They got you, you know, cause DOT be posting up like over there at Hall. Let's see, what's that? Hollis Center. Hollis Center, that Poland Springs over there and stuff. It ain't but one way in, one way out. The DOT waiting on you on the way out. They don't get you on the way in. They got you on the way out. You can't scale the load. You can't scale the load and stuff, and then he got the portables right there and stuff. You got a reefer unit. They already got you. So you know, and that paper, you got rolls. Let's see, van is $1.80 while contract. Yeah, so it is unlawful. But who gonna do something? Who gonna do something about it? You know what I'm saying? I mean that's the okay. If you take the truck route, they got you either way. If you run four, and the thing is, they ain't on four. They ain't on four. That road that take the road outside of Poland Springs. That's where they at. That road right outside. That road right outside to take you to Poland Springs. They ain't on. They they stopping you before they get to four and stuff. That stretch. Okay, I guess maybe they changed the stuff. I know when I ran it. I know when I ran into stuff. That road that gets you to the road that would take you to the water plant. They'll run that little strip over there and stuff, right? They'll be at that store, and then they'll be at that store and stuff, and then they pull you right when you come out the plant. So what I had to do, if they was out there and stuff, you had to wait till nighttime when they say, all right, we locking up. And so you run the truck route, if you run the truck route and stuff, then now you at risk of that southbound scale is very tricky. You get off exit, you can get off exit 7 and take your chances, but shoot. you know. So yeah, but that's the thing that, man. I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what though, that's a tricky scale, cause that's a tricky scale, man. That southbound, let's see, what's that other one? Um they all pretty, all the south, well, let's see. Northbound, the only one they got is they got the one in Kittery, and then that one outside of am I saying it right? Fort Fairfield. That one on Fort Fairfield, that's a tricky one. They all tricky. Yeah. Yeah, that okay. Now the one near Augusta, that's southbound. Yeah, that one near Augusta and stuff, that's southbound. I'm talking about that northbound one between Fort Fairfield and let's see. So hold on, what's that saying right there? Let's see. It would take forever to build up broker relationships. Just go to a carrier that allows spot market and yeah. I mean, but see, here's the thing though, some water flow. Um, a lot of the people, a lot of the brokers and stuff now, they like car salesmen. You know, you'll deal with them for a short time and stuff like that. But if you ever break off connection and say, well, hey man, listen, I'm gonna take a week off, and then you come back and try to call in there. Hey man, well he's no longer working here. He's no longer working here and stuff. So, um, you know, it's kind of a it's kind of a tricky situation, to try to build up a relationship, so to speak. I imagine I can definitely see now where they're going to be upping up. They're going to be raising the insurance rates and stuff. Definitely, they're going to be requiring. Um, you used to could get away. I ain't gonna say get away with it, but some people still was good with you having $1 million worth of coverage, but after everything that done went down now and stuff, man, I can imagine they probably gonna want that $4 million coverage. Okay, I got that pays good, but few company dispatches. Yeah, so it's they gonna have a squad, man. I ain't gonna say a squad. They're gonna have an arsenal. They're gonna have an arsenal of people at the ready. And you know, their thing is that they can deliver the people. You know, they can deliver the people and stuff. And it's just you one truck, one trailer, which is okay and stuff. But they run into a situation where they need something covered. They might bite off more than they can chew and stuff, and you ain't in the area to cover that load and stuff. Then they puts them in a disposition. 'Cause they might they might be the make and break load right there and stuff, you know, cause um, contracts and stuff, you know, you got to be able to cover everything and stuff that's around there, good or bad. You know, you got to be able to cover everything, good or bad and stuff. And so, you know, that bad one comes up, and you know the person ain't around, just like today and stuff. You know, they called me about a load that had it had three stop. Well, from the email that they got, it was supposed to be three stops and yeah, three pickups, one drop. And when I called the guy and stuff, it was four pickups. It was four pickups, one drop. So I'm like, man, shoot, dude, hey, you in some bad shape. I don't know what to tell you. Like he tried to call me back. I just let the phone ring. Let's see. Hey, bro, did you pay sales tax for the truck when you buy from Lone Mountain, and did you register in your home state? Um, did I pay sales tax? Yeah, you pay the sales tax. It's already in there. They already got it. You know that's why you can't pay the truck off early. So it's already incorporated. It's already incorporated in there and stuff. And then when you pay the truck off, I mean, as far as like getting it registered, um, as far as getting it registered stuff, like I said, I'm leased. So you know I'm leased and stuff. So it don't in North Carolina it doesn't cost nothing to register the truck. I think what's $35. Yeah, it's $35 to get it registered, but then you know yeah, that's it and stuff like that. I mean, you know, then you just pay with little property tax and stuff that come every year. But um, yeah, other than that and stuff, man, I don't get nothing from my particular state for nothing. You know, not until I get my own authority. And even then, you know, I wouldn't register it in the state that I'm in when you got so many other states out here and stuff that's giving you, you know, like I mean, hey, Maine is a you know, well, Maine used to be a good state to get your truck registered in and stuff. I don't know if they kind of changed things up, but you know, they used to be a good state because I think as long as you using your equipment for um, business, then they don't charge no property tax. If I'm not mistaken. But the best state for me, well, the best state I've seen so far instead of get your truck registered in is South Carolina. It's YouTube truck misspoke lead us. Okay, if you buy a truck, let's see, I live in Maine, so if I buy a truck from Lone Mountain, I got to take the truck back to Maine to register. Yeah, yeah. You run off your own authority, right? Yeah, if you run off your own authority, then yeah, you have to take it to Maine. Okay, well, if you gonna lease on with land, if you gonna lease on with Landstar, then hold on, let's see, so that I'm not um okay, if you gonna lease on with Landstar, when you get the title, okay, when you get the title and stuff right, Landstar gonna Landstar gonna register your truck. Yeah, Landstar gonna register the truck and stuff. So I would get with them. I would get with them and stuff and see what do they need in order for you to get plated and stuff like that. But they gonna need a copy of the title. They gonna need a copy of the title and stuff. They gonna get it registered. They gonna get the plates. I believe they're gonna pay you 22.90. I believe they're gonna pay you 22.90 and stuff. Um, but yeah, I would check with Landstar and stuff and make sure. But yeah, if you getting the yeah, if you running with Landstar and stuff, they're gonna do the registering for you because I believe they run out of I believe Landstar there they played it out of Illinois, aren't they? They played out of Illinois. But anyway, if yeah, if you're gonna lease on and stuff, then no, you don't have to register it, man. Oh yeah, yeah, Florida. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so okay, if they register out of Florida, one thing you're gonna have to do is Florida requires that you get the you got to write down the miles and stuff on the truck, and then you got to get a law enforcement agent to sign off on it. You know, it's like yeah, you just take it to them and stuff, and you get some kind of law enforcement agent. It doesn't matter who it is, as long as they're law enforcement. If they sign off on it and stuff like that, then you know they get the ball and stuff rolling that way. Yeah, but listen, some water flow. You know, look, it they gonna say a lot of stuff. It's up, you know, it's up to the people to do their own research, fact finding studies. That's why I always keep saying, continue to do your own research, fact finding studies, harness on your skills daily, harness on your skills daily, because I mean, people can say things, but you know, you can't just take what they say, even if they popular. Yeah. You know what? They now I think about it, Landstar is Landstar is based out of they based out of Jacksonville and stuff, but I believe their base plays out of Illinois. So yeah, they I think their base plays out of Illinois and stuff, guys. Florida base plates are green. They real green and stuff, man. They got you know, and you can have your headquarters anywhere and stuff, but you know, in order to get a base plate, all you need is residency. And so, you know, that's why a lot of companies run out of Indiana. That's the best place to get a base plate from, like Indiana. But you know, I'm trying to think. Let's see who got a headquarters somewhere. Um, okay, Roadrunner, right? All right, Roadrunner headquarters is in Wisconsin. Yeah, Roadrunner headquarters is in Wisconsin and stuff, but they're plated out of Indiana because they got a terminal there, you know, a place of residency, and so that's all you need and stuff. So yeah, with Landstar and stuff, they their headquarters is out of Jacksonville, but their base plates out of Illinois and stuff, guys. They give them a better rate, you know. It's a better rate than stuff then, cause I imagine if they can get a if they can get a terminal in Indiana and stuff, man, they'll probably make everybody run Indiana base plate. But yeah, I mean, somewhat for like I said, it's just you know people gonna say things and stuff, and they know some people say stuff and then they get away with it because they know you ain't gonna do enough research to call them out on it. Like man, you know, hey, what did you mean and stuff about this particular issue, thus and so, and then allow them to elaborate, and they ain't gonna do it. Like man, oh, you know, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. You hate. Yeah, Snider. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Where Snyder? Yeah, Snyder got. Yeah, they got Indiana. Yeah, they got Indiana place. Even though their headquarters is in Green Bay, Wisconsin, but they run Indiana place because it's because they give them a better subsidiary than any other state. Because I'm gonna tell you a state you don't want to get base place in, Colorado. I don't think I ever seen a company out here and stuff with Colorado base plates. But yeah, though, just like I said, just let the you know, whatever they saying and stuff. I mean, all information is good. You just don't get caught up in you don't get caught up in the fact of somebody telling you something and then saying, okay, you can take it to the bank, even if you like the person. Like, man, hey, I like him. Do your research, cause that's the only way and stuff that you're gonna. That's the only way you're gonna get clarity, and the only way you're gonna know for sure. You know, because even with me, as long-winded as I am about describing things, I'm pretty sure I done left out a few things here and there and stuff, that um, that's important on trying to get things and stuff on and popping, but you know, it's like I said, I mean, you just don't you take everything with a grain of salt. And, you know, guys, everybody wants to play a teacher. Everybody wants to play a teacher until they run into one. And then all of a sudden now, the game done changed up now. Like, okay, all right, well, okay, elaborate. Since you bringing this information and stuff, elaborate. Now they go change the gears on you. Like, oh man, you know what? Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else. And then, when the constructive dialogue and stuff don't work, then that's when they start going into your personal stuff. Like, oh man, you see how Red Rooster look and stuff, man? He all big and fat. He a big fat truck driver and stuff, and then everybody get the cockeyed and kick in. Let's see. Oh, I mean, okay, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Cause some, somebody had put me down to somebody had put me down and stuff as a reference, and Lone Mountain called me. Oh, but man, speaking of which, you from Maine? You know where you getting your truck from? Because man, you ain't got nothing close by you. I'm hoping, man. Let's see if you hold up. What I would say is this though. Um, if you do decide to go to Landstar, right, and you get in the truck through Lone Mountain, now Lone Mountain's process is real quick. It's real quick and stuff. I mean, you in, you out of there, sort of. But just put it like this: when you go down there, you're gonna get your truck. Everything is pretty much set in stone. You just go down there, you sign, you check the truck out, and it's not something that's long drawn out and stuff. You ain't gonna be down there a whole week. Now, what I urge people with Landstar, make sure that everything is on the up and up. You ready to go to orientation and all this other stuff, guys. A lot I get this a lot from Landstar people is that they will get the truck and then they go into the hiring process and stuff with Landstar, and Landstar take like 30 days or so, right? So um you got the truck and you ain't doing nothing with it. And your first payment is due in 45 days and stuff. So you kind of want to, you know, you kind of want to get the truck and get ready to go to work with it because you got a 6 month warranty on it, you know, and you want to see, what the truck and stuff can do. Because I mean, if it's Bob telling it's okay, that's one state, but you want to hook it up to a load and see if it's gonna tote that note. But now you got this truck sitting in the yard and stuff for 45 days. Well, you got the truck sitting in the yard that you can't do nothing with because you waiting to hear back from Landstar. Then you got to go to orientation. Yeah. Then you got to go to orientation and stuff and see you up there in Maine. So now you got to take you know, I don't know what they do to orientate. I'm gonna say they do it in Jacksonville and stuff. That's a long ride, even with, so what I suggest is, to make a long story short, to the people that's going to Landstar, make sure that everything and stuff is straight, cause you want to get the truck and you want to go to work, and that's that. You don't want to get the truck and then sit and then go to work. You know, cause that extra 15 days and stuff. That's you can make quite a bit. You can make quite a bit good money. In that time, but waiting on that's the biggest thing I get with guys that go to Lone Mountain to get a truck. And then they talking about they going to Landstar and stuff. They get the truck first, and then they fill the application out. Mercer, they same way with Mercer. People say, I'm going to Landstar, I'm going to Mercer. They will get the truck first, and then fill the application out later. I said, man, no, fill the application out first. Fill the application out first and stuff, and then they'll ask you, of course, well, do you have the truck because we need the truck and this, that, or whatever, and you know the truck is not really too much of a factor. You know what I'm saying? Cause they got people in there every day that go down there and get the base plate, and the 2290 and stuff is just as simple as going on the computer and you know filling out a few things and stuff, and that's that. You know, um, you want that DOT inspection to be fresh because you know before you leave Lone Mountain, you're gonna have a fresh DOT inspection on and stuff. And so you don't want to sit there and let it go past 30 days and stuff like that. And then now land start telling you, okay, all right, we gotta go get the truck inspected, and then they over here finding all these problems, and there was never no problem and stuff to start with because if it can pass, you know, Lone Mountain doesn't do the DOT inspection, but if the truck fails the DOT inspection, then Lone Mountain is going to fix whatever needs to be fixed so that it does pass the DOT inspection. You know, because once you get the truck, you can take it anywhere to get it inspected. But if it fails, Lone Mountain is going to fix it. Whatever it is and stuff. But um, you kind of want that at the ready too and stuff. Cause the first thing they want, oh man, something wrong with the brakes and stuff, and ain't nothing wrong with it. But the truck done sat for 30 days and stuff, and it could be something as simple as just taking it back to Lone Mountain and saying, okay, well look, this is what the company found, and it is a federal DOT inspection, so you take it back to them, they gotta fix it. But you done had the truck in the possession for 30 days and stuff, hey, that's on you. So that's why they tell you, like, man, hey, look, make sure that you got some extra money and stuff at the ready because um they're gonna make sure you're right, but things happen. You know, things happen and stuff, and so and a lot of people aren't prepared for that. They're like, well, shoot, hey, they get in this truck and they thinking, okay, well, ain't nothing supposed to happen to it, and things happen. You know, but look, fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on off here because I got a busy day. I got a busy day and stuff tomorrow, so we're gonna go live again on Friday evening. Yeah, we're gonna go live again Friday evening and stuff. So you got any questions, comments, concerns, or whatever and stuff. If you got it before the end and stuff, like I said, hit my contact information is on my YouTube page. Text me, let me know who you are, let me know what the subject matter is and stuff, and then I'll make sure that when we talk and stuff that we can go into discourse about that. And so, with that being said, it's your man here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue your research, fact finding studies, harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.